brewers, welcome back to Maxwell Starr's beer review for an extra special episode about a beer that I never in my life thought I would ever get to try. This one is a beer of legend, one that's from California that recently the Sith brought back on a local trip to Long Beach. Tonight we're going to take a very special moment and look at the legendary Russian River Pliny the Elder. Pliny the Elder is a double IPA from Sonoma County, California. Picked up in a local brew store in Long Beach. I can't remember. What's the name of the beer store?
Stern Street or something like that.
Stern Street. Alright. It weighs in, I think, at 8% ABV. This particular bottle was bottled on November 1st, 2012. So this is, at the time of this recording, less than 1 month old. So it is very fresh.
Which, if you look really closely around the edge and read that edge writing off, you'll love it.
Okay, well, we'll just we'll take a second to read it. It says, Pliny the Elder, born in 23 AD, was a Roman naturalist, scholar, historian, traveler, officer, and writer. Pliny and his contemporaries created the original botanical name for hops, Lupulus solitarius, meaning wolf among scrubs. Hop vines at the time grew wild among willows, likened to wolves roaming the wild forest. Pliny the Elder died in 79 AD while saving people during the eruption of Mount Vesuvius. He was immortalized by his nephew, Pliny the Younger, who continued his uncle's legacy by documenting much of what his uncles experienced during the eruption of Mount Vesuvius. This beer is an homage to the man who discovered hops and perished while being a humanitarian. Unlike many of the Russian River Brewing Company beers, which are agreeable, the beer inside this bottle was meant to be consumed fresh. Pliny the Elder refrigerator and consume. Keep Pliny the Elder in refrigerator and consume fresh. Experience the explosive hop character. What are you saying? Stern's Liquor Mart, 4360 East Stern Street, Long Beach, California, United States. So thanks to Stern's Liquor Mart for saving this bottle for us. Very big thank you, especially considering he was only down for a couple of days. It says on the side here, does not improve with age. Hoppy beers are not meant to be aged. Keep away from heat. Respect your elder. Keep cold. Drink fresh. Do not age. Pliny the Elder is a historical figure. Don't make the beer inside this bottle one. Not a barley wine. Do not age. Age your cheese, not your Pliny. Respect hops. Consume fresh. If you must, sit on eggs, not on Pliny. Do not save for a rainy day. Pliny is savoring, not for saving. Consume Pliny fresh or not at all. So we're drinking this one less than a month old, so it is pretty darn fresh. That's an awesome label. I love that. I especially like the cap where it says Russian River IPA. Russian River Brewing Company.
That's actually quite a common thing on their things from what I noticed.
What's that? Having caps that say... Or you mean like stuff around the label?
Well, no. The other Russian rivers that I noticed didn't have anything on the label, but they did have they made sure to just have a nice, simple Russian River on their cap.
Ooh. Oh. Okay. Let's hurry up and get this into a glass and then take a look. Oh, yeah. I've had double IPAs in my time. This is one... I never added this to my bucket list because I never, in my realistic life, expected to be able to try this. And then... Sith here, what?
Save some for Scott.
Oh yeah, a little bit of the bottom for Scott. He's gonna think this is poison. I never realistically thought that I would ever get to try this. Because, that's why I never added to any bucket list, because I didn't think I'd ever get somebody to send it to me from California, but I am incredibly stoked to be able to see this one in person, because this is the stuff of legends. So, moving right along, it's a very filtered looking IPA. Big, gratuitous 2.5 finger head. Very golden appearance, slightly orangey. It's almost coppery. What do you think?
It's extremely, well, for only being 2 months old, I find it extremely clear. It definitely has a lot of head. It's floofy head though. It's really, like the bubbles on the head are a lot.
Very poofy, and it looks like it's very sticky too. Look at that coming around here. Holy cow, that's sticking to the sides quite So looking at that, it's a very pretty looking beer, but as far as like double IPAs that I've had, that's a very, 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 very filtered IPA. I wasn't expecting it to be quite that filtered. But you know what? It looks the part. I gotta say that as far as like the likes of, what are you doing?
Oh.
As far as the likes of a double IPA, it kind of reminds me of like Alchemist Teddy Topper. Definitely looks good.
Oh,
what do you think?
I think it looks fabulous. I'm looking at this now. I kind of wish that I was in Long Beach a week earlier. Cause
So you can try more?
No, the ale house I was 2-3 times had this on tap the week before.
Probably from the same batch, you know?
Probably.
Yeah. Anyway, give us enough. Big amounts of grapefruit. Holy cow.
Oh, wow.
That's big on the grapefruit.
I'd have to agree with you on that one.
And there's mango, there's like peach in there.
See, I'm starting to think that my friend under the table is gonna...
You think it's poison?
Oh no, I think he's
Holy cow.
He's gonna like the smell.
There's a little, oh, it smells beautiful. That's gotta be one of the best smelling IPAs I've ever smelled. That's delicious. And it's fresh. You can definitely tell from the freshness of the beer. Holy cow. There's a little bit of like malt, but there's not really generally a whole lot of malt in our West Coast. But as far as that big bouquet of hops, it's floral. It's
wow.
He drank it.
The table gnome drank the Pliny the Elder, so that alone is saying something right there.
Wow.
I can hear him smacking his lips under me.
Wow. So he actually drank that.
Yeah, that's saying something from the.
That is saying something. I gotta say that smells beautiful. Big amount. I can't. Oh wow. I can't wait to get this down the hatch. What do you think?
I'm just gonna going back to the head. If you look really closely, you'll notice that
Caramel.
it's down here because I gave my table gnome friend a good portion of mine, and the head its sticky head. It's actually staying up around the top. I want it down the hatch.
Oh, put it down the hatch already. Holy cow! It's the anticipation is building. Oh my god. Beautiful amounts of mango, peach and pineapple. Well, maybe not so much pineapple. A very nice, gracious blanket of malt in the back, but it's very indiscernible underneath that big bouquet of floral, tropical hops. That is a nice blend.
That is... I'm not a double IPA... I'm not a double Indian Pale Ale person. But this is delicious.
There's a touch of like in the very back. I mean, it's very light, very drinkable. For 8%, you do not taste the alcohol at all. It goes down incredibly smooth. It is, oh wow, that's incredibly drinkable. You'd be able to drink a lot of this stuff without even noticing, and I think that's the reason why this is so rare, because it's so popular that they won't upgrade their production. They won't increase the amount of production they put on these. It sells out every time because it is so popular.
And the place I got it from, I actually had to go to the store twice for it because they will not sell you 2 beer. You can go and you can take 2 of these to their counter and they will say no.
To sell you another one. Come back tomorrow.
No, not tomorrow.
Friday, wasn't it? About 2 days.
Yeah. I went there and I was told, come back another day and we might have some.
There's a subtle earthiness, maybe a hint of sulfur. But not in a bad way. It's a little bit of caramel malt in there as well. But that is a perfect representation of what I would think a West Coast IPA should taste like. This is beautiful. And it's almost riding that cusp of being creamy and crisp at the same time. Do you want to sit down with us for a second? I think I do.
Okay, if you want to, we can. I know my opinion.
Alright, we'll sit down with this one for a second. And we'll be right back with some thoughts. Be right back. And we're back with Russian River Brewing Company's Pliny the Elder. So, what did we think about this particular beer? Oh man, is that fantastic. I can see why that stuff sells out. It is a very, 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 very hyped up beer. I can see why it is very, very hyped up because it is very delicious. And I can see why you have to drink this fresh because it tastes so fresh. I can think of it like if it were aged a bit and it weren't so fresh, that it really wouldn't bring out the hops that much.
No, and you just get that, instead of it being a nice, upfront, almost piney taste, it would be that nasty, lingering, I'm eating a pine tree, piney feeling.
But this one here, it's got that gentle, very gentle and delicate, like tropical fruits, like your mango and your maybe peach isn't tropical so much, but a little bit of citrus and grapefruit, and it's just this big, nice bouquet of hops that are really so delicious, and it's so easily drinkable that I think even a Flora dwarf would be able to drink too. It's like, I gotta say, it's like Price is Right. It's the closest without going over.
Yeah.
I gotta say, this is right up there with my favorites of like Dogfish Head 90 Minute and Big Tide's Tidal Wave Double IPA. This one here definitely gets a 4.7. There's no such thing as a perfect beer, perfect 5. But this is the closest without going over. I'm giving this a 4.75, if not maybe a tad higher. This is delicious, and I recommend everybody seek this out.
Yeah,
it's so good.
If you can, me who's not a double IPA man, I enjoy this as well. And I'm actually going to go with 4.5 because it is delicious. It's not my top beer because, prior to last week, it would be my top beer, but it is not my top beer anymore. But it is right up there. It is fabulous for those of you who are interested. Now, I have a feeling that a four from the table gnome.
Mr. Poison himself gave Pliny the Elder a 4.
So even
you want to show yourself, Fuzz? No. What's he say? Just because I gave it that score doesn't mean I love IPAs or double IPAs. The Fuzz.
Yeah. So even the table gnome gives Lager Boy Pliny the Elder a 4. Now, if that isn't screaming something for you, Russian River, I don't know what is, because that is probably the best you can do.
That was a good guess, Sith.
It was a very good
I wish I could have saved this for an even more epic, like episode 500. I've got something pretty epic for 500 anyway. But I gotta say, this is absolutely delicious, and anybody who has a chance to seek it out, just like Beer Geek Nation said on his review of this, it's a beer that everybody gets to try sometime. And tonight it was our turn, and I gotta say it was worth every penny, worth every expectation because it lived up to that hype, and I'm so humbled to be able to try this. Thank you very much for bringing this back from California.
No worries.
I could almost cry, but it's just. Anyway, thanks for sharing this moment with us, beer tubers. We're very grateful to be able to try this beer. Oh wow. So thanks for watching. We'll talk to you folks later. Cheers.
I cheers.